The thing people always tell you about landscape photography is that it really only happens at 2 times of day, sunrise or sunset. But Alaska presents a different opportunity. In the land of the midnight sun, the summer sunrise and sunset are a slow burn, unfolding over many hours as the sun stays low on the horizon, creating an ever-changing palette of colors and tones. Your job? Find a great subject and get in position. And today, we've found, well, the great one.
Well, we've got a real treat this morning because we are here in Talkeetna, Alaska, one of the most popular places to see this, Denali, the highest mountain in all of North America. 20,000 feet of pure adventure, beauty, wonder.
It would be easy to say that Talkeetna is a town that time forgot. Instead, it may have simply decided to ignore it completely. Today, it's a quaint Alaska Railroad town with a complex history that includes deep cultural significance and frontier folklore still seen in relics from the past. Yet most notably today, it serves as a gateway to one very iconic mountain.
This is the place where climbers from all over the world come and they begin their journey from here to try to conquer this 20,000 foot mountain right here in the Alaska Range. It's also where scores of photographers come. It's not every day that the mountain comes out like this and you can actually see it in such great light. We have a perfect view of Denali right now. Sunrise happens this time of year in Alaska at about 4:15 in the morning. I didn't get up quite that early, but it's about 6 o'clock in the morning right now and the sun is still just looking beautiful off of the peak of Denali.
I watch as the low sun paints Denali's imposing ridges with color and light.
I've got a 70-200 lens on, and it's just enough reach to try to frame up the peak. It's not the most maybe interesting composition, but we can at least begin to see the peak here. It's absolutely a beautiful, peaceful morning. One of those rare days to get to see Denali in all of its full glory here.
You should probably know that among its quirks, Talkeetna claims a cat named Aurora as its honorary mayor.
The famous Naglies.
And just a short early morning drive through town brings us to an expansive view of the entire Alaska Range.
We've got a clear view of the mountain from here. We've got a clear view of the entire range from here. Absolutely beautiful, perfect view. We're gonna get a nice clean image of Denali here. We're on the banks of the Susitna River. The entire range of Denali, Foraker, and Hunter are just gleaming right here. The tops of their peaks are just catching this morning sunlight. It's absolutely beautiful. I've got my 70-200 millimeter lens on. We're really just basically framing up the peaks. What I find a lot of times is you just got to get a few images under your belt before you can kind of settle in and really begin making images. I was firmly believing it was going to be cloudy this morning. So this whole range just being absolutely clear is a rare, rare sight. Just goes to show in photography, you just never know until you go. You just have to check. I didn't necessarily want to get up this morning at 5:15 a.m. and head out the door, but it's absolutely worth it. Just an amazing rare day with the Alaska Range just kind of gleaming in the distance here, right on the edge of the Susitna River. These are the moments that just make Alaska such a special place. Denali, the tallest mountain in North America, right there, all to myself right now.
With the light and the clouds changing by the minute, I work to quickly make a variety of compositions, including this 4-image wide panoramic. And I'm looking to maximize the use of the low morning sun to create unique perspectives of this mountain range.
These lighting conditions here with sort of a flat morning light down here and just the glimmer of light on the peaks might make for really nice black and white compositions. I'm looking for black and white compositions. We're really looking for high contrast environments, right? Lots of differences in your tonal range between the darks and the lights, and the ability to really just draw out the shapes and the objects in the scene, the composition of the scene by using a black and white image. So these might make really nice black and white images. Walking maybe 200 yards upriver here just to try to get a cleaner image, maybe a little bit better spot than right there next to the vehicle, and see if I can pick out any foreground elements at all to try to add some dimension to this image. The light is changing quickly. It's already gotten a little bit flatter on the peak, but we're gonna see if we can find one more image before we wrap up this short session this morning. I've got my 24 to 70 millimeter lens on. I'm trying a long exposure, about a 30-second exposure, to see what it looks like to kind of just blur this water. I've got a 10-stop neutral density filter on and just gonna make this rushing water really glassy. I don't know how this is gonna look. We're just gonna try it. It might be too much. Could also be a really dreamy, kind of more ethereal look. You never know until you try. For about 25-second exposure, this one's going now.
Turns out, this might be my favorite image of the day. While not exactly realism, this photo tends towards fine art landscape, but the colors and the light are simply stunning. And the smooth water conveys a sense of tranquility that adds strength to the imposing peaks.
You really can't ask for anything more for a morning of Alaska photography, an opportunity to photograph Denali, the tallest peak in North America. Just beautiful. The entire Alaska range, just watching the light change over it this morning has just been an incredible opportunity. But I think it's about time to wrap it up. Go get a cup of coffee, warm up a little bit. It's a cold June morning in Alaska. Looks like the range is going to be visible for a good part of the day, but it's just absolutely gorgeous out here.
You might see my dog back there acting very sad that he's not out here with me, but I'm closing out this video back home in Anchorage after a quick trip to Talkeetna for some pretty epic photography of Denali. The entire Alaska range, clear, just expansive views from right there in Talkeetna. I also had a chance to take a walk through sort of the main street area of Talkeetna for some street style photography, just to gather some images of really the rich historical texture of that community, some of the old buildings that have been there for more than 100 years, just to get a look at some of the textures and the buildings and the historic properties that make Talkeetna such a special and unique place to visit for photography. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you, and I have just a special favor to ask of you. If you can like or comment on this video, it really helps with engagement. As you know, engagement matters on this platform. It allows more people to see the content and allows me to get feedback and improve this content over time. More importantly, if you can subscribe to the channel, I'm only getting started here. My goal with this channel is to teach what I've learned from more than 20 years of doing photography and videography here in Alaska, and to share some of the amazing locations across Alaska that I have access to here in my home state. So I hope you'll follow along by subscribing to the channel. There's much more to come. There's many more places and photographs across Alaska to share, so I'm excited to bring you that content. Until then, thanks for watching.